Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Wos, and we have our Week One matchup in the CPL. Originally, I was supposed to play a guy named Jay, and I'm not sure if he was actually very busy, honestly, or he tried to just not want to play. It was weird. I talked to him. We knew when we were gonna battle. I messaged him in the morning. He said he didn't want to battle then. I was like, okay, when you want to battle, and then he just didn't reply for like a day and a half. And we kind of didn't. He was also one of the guys that took forever to take the draft that I was part of. Like it took a day and a half for him to make two picks, which is kind of ridiculous. But luckily, randomly, Gio over here, he asked if anyone had a spot open in the league, and we're like, listen, I don't know if this guy's gonna be like this the entire year, but if he is, I'd say we get him over here. He'll battle for him. He already has his team set. So we all agreed, and I'm facing Gio, who I've played several times already in league. Um, so I know how he likes to play. I didn't build for his play style though. I probably could have, but yeah. Um, his team is actually decently scary. Team we have today though, Mega Net, fully offensive with Gunk Shot, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and obviously Destiny Bond, which will probably come on every single week. We have sub Combine Mesprit with Psychic and T-Bolt because that pretty much puts in a lot of work against everything on his team. Um, my main goal for that is to get it in on Amamola, set up a sub because he can't do anything to me at that point though. Because am I bulky? I forget if I'm bulky or if I'm fast. I think I'm speedy. I forget. To be honest with you. But yeah, my goal is to get it up on there, set up sub, and start setting up call mines. We also have, excuse me, we also have Celebi hiding in front of Conkelder. It's defensive, special attack, especially defensive. It's my way to take on Manaphy pretty much. U-turn, Giga Drain, Stealth Rocks, Psychic. Uh, it's not bad. We also have Conkelder, Assault Vest, and I'm actually running Iron Fist over Guts for the main fact that he has access to Greninja, which can put in a decent amount of work against me. But in Adamant, Max Attack, Iron Fist, Mach Punch has a very good chance to one-shot it. So if I get Rocks up, and then if he would have it here, I can easily one-shot it. We have Scarf Darm, normal Scarf set, and then we also have E-Belt, Modest, Zepstrika. Actually, can put in a little bit of work against his team, but I really just want to get in there just so I can U-turn out. He has two ground types, obviously. Just looking at his team, the two obvious Scarfers, two obvious leads for me are Scarf Darm and Zepstrika because I can get in and out and just kind of get momentum. So I figured he would lead off with Doug Trio, and I'm going to lead off with Celebi for the reason that I'm assuming it's going. I didn't know what kind it was going to be. Obviously, I got that prediction right. I didn't know if it was. I was assuming it would be a sash set lead, get up rocks, and then do a little bit of damage. That's exactly what I'm going to do. He's going to set up rocks. Okay, I'm going to Giga Drain, bring it down to the sash, and then proceed to U-turn out because I'm just going to get momentum if he wants to do anything. Sucker Punch, I can take it pretty easily because I am defensive. That crit obviously mattered there too. I'm going to go out into, at this point, Bayonet. No matter what he's going to do to me, I can kind of take something out. Now he brings in Nidoking. He brought it in very fast too. Ooh, excuse me, Taco Bell's kicking in. And I wasn't sure what he had. I realized then he has Shadow Ball. And just kind of looking at him like, all right, there's a probably good chance he's going to take me out here. So I'm going to get my cheeky 1-for-1 kill with Destiny Bond, set it up. Here comes the Shadow Ball. And if I can live. This is the one time I did not want to live a hit. And I did. No, couldn't really do much to it, so I just debond again for shits and giggles because I can't do much. He switches out, which I probably should have saw coming. I'm just gonna get a little bit of damage, and it's at that point I realize Amamola is physically defensive and Max physically defensive, and that just completely walls Darm and Conk completely, especially with the fact that I am not running Guts. If he does burn me on Scald, I am completely fucked. But he Toxic, which is actually really smart. I can't get up the D-bot and get my cheeky kill. Especially that thing walls most of my team. But the good news though, I can bring in Mesprit and do exactly what I wanted to do, which is set up a sub. He switches out into Decidui, whatever, however you pronounce it. Like I said, I'm going to set up sub. At this point, I can choose between attacking right away or setting up a calm line. I'm just going to attack. I wasn't sure what he wanted to do. I can tell it's normal SPDEF set, so I was like, okay, I can actually get out of here. The fact that it didn't actually hit me, I'm going to go out into Conk. It doesn't do much this game. The main reason I brought it here is not here. It kind of gets walled by like 3 of his things, so I'm just going to bring it in and see what I can do. I'll get off a little bit of damage. Once again, knockoff does nothing. Yeah, he doesn't have leftovers, but he still has Regenerator and Wish, which completely sucks. So I'm going to go out into Zebstrika and just get a little bit of damage off on. Pretty much, I just wanted to scare this thing out, see if I can get some momentum, and see what I can do to it later. And he's obviously going to switch out. I'm going to get off a little bit of damage with HPS, actually a little bit. I'm going to get good damage with HPS. I actually expected Nidoking to come out. Now, I do have Overheat on this, and it's about a 50-50 shot to take it out with Ebel, Modest, Overheat. And luckily, I do win that 50%, which is great because this thing is gone now, and Mesprit has free reign to pretty much do whatever he wants. Like I said, at this point, he brings in Nidoking, which is smart. I can't do shit to it with -2. So I'm just going to go out into Conkeldurr. Like I said, it doesn't do much. I'm pretty much sacking this thing off to it because I know it's going to die. I don't even Mach Punch because it would do like nothing. Basically, I'm pretty sure I knocked at that point just in case he switched out, which we knew he wasn't. But I can go out into Darmanitan just to fire off an EQ, try to take it out. But once again, as soon as Darmanitan comes in, so does Amamola and completely walls it 100%. So I have to switch out into Celebi, try to get off a little bit of damage. I don't care about the Toxic because I'm going to have Natural Cure, so I can just U-turn out. He's obviously going to switch out as well. He goes out into Jirachi. I was like, you know what? Okay, makes sense. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get rid of the Toxic so I can bring this thing in later. Hopefully do a little bit of damage to one of the water types here. Now he's going to U-turn out. We're actually going to share U-turns at this point because we both figured the exact same thing was going to happen. I can, even with the crit, I can still come in and get one more hit off on something. But once again, U-turn out. I'm going to go into Mesprit and do the exact same thing. Because at this point, the only thing that can really eat up a hit is Jirachi. And now he does choose to attack me. I was like, cool, thank God. I can start setting up some Calm Minds and start getting off big damage. He protects here. Doesn't really matter. It wasn't breaking the sub anyways. Excuse me. So I can just keep setting up Calm Minds. Not keep setting up Calm Minds, but I can get up to +2/+2, which is very good for me. 2 shots. If that one shot's everything on this team. Like I say, here comes in Jirachi. Makes sense. Scarfed, I'm assuming. He's going to break this up. And I'm going to get off a huge amount of damage for Jirachi. 61%. At this point, he's going to fire it off again. I actually choose this sub. I could have done either one. Doesn't really matter. I think I actually save a little bit of damage, though, for the fact that his Iron Head did... Give me a second. Oh, God. How much did this Iron Head do to me? Oh, it's right here. 33%. I do save a little bit of HP here. And I'm just going to... I don't know. Whatever. He can't take me out then. And I can just proceed to take it out with Thunderbolt. Now at this point I was down low enough where Nidoking can revenge kill me with Shadow Ball. I'm not going to switch out. I need the other stuff in my team more, in my opinion. I'm going to go out to Darmanitan. Now I know he's going to bring in Amamola, but I just want... This thing's doing nothing. Just get off damage to bring in Celebi. Now at this point, looking at my way to win here, I need Nidoking at about 50% to take it out with HP Ice, with Zebstrika, and the other two pretty much go down to 2 hits, if not 1, with everything. So I'm just going to get off as much damage on all the stuff as I can. He protects, which is fair. It's a good play. See what I'm going to go for. I actually predict him here at this point to switch out into Nidoking, trying to get that catch me off guard. I'm going to Psychic, and 83%, that's plenty of damage I need. It's not even a question if I can take it out at this point. He's going to take me out. I'm completely okay with that. because all I have to do is bring in Substrika. I'm going to HP Ice just in case he stayed in. I didn't think he would, but you never know. I'm not going to risk that and lose because I overpredicted. Now he brings in Manaphy here, and he is Wakanberry. And I luckily get the pair on it. Now at this point, it sets up a Calm Mind, so I'm like, shit, I don't think I can win this unless I get lucky right here. I fire off enough, he lives on 5, and I get the para, which pretty much honestly seals the deal for me, because I can just T-bolt that to take it out. I can one-shot the Amamola because of the fact that it is physically defensive, not special. And then I outspeed Nidoking because I know he's not Scarfed, he switch up his moves. And I can just HPS. I thought about just swagging on him right there and just overheating to be a dick, but I didn't. I just took my 1-0 win. And yeah, we get a lucky 1-0 win, but a win is a win and I don't care. Now, I just want to say before I do leave this video, we did make a free agent move. I got rid of Scolipede because on this team it sucked ass. Like Scolipede can be good in League if you surround the right team around it. If you have a team with things like Xurkitree or even Buzzwole or just these huge heavy hitters that are just too slow to be really effective, where you could baton pass some speed into them, like 1 or 2, and you can outspeed a lot of things and put in a lot of damage. With this team, like the things that I could utilize from it, Darmanitan, maybe Mesprit, but the big heavy hitters on my team, the Conch, Dragalge, and Scizor, pretty much, I'm going to have to get up to like +6 to outspeed the half of a team. So honestly was no point in me keeping it. And I picked up Zydog, which I was deciding between Zygarde 50 or 10%. I went with 10% just for the fact that it actually has really good speed, or really pretty good speed with 115, I believe. And I just, for a late game sweeper, I wanted that more than the Zygarde 50% being able to take a couple hits, because honestly I don't want to take a hit. I'd rather just bring it in and do a lot of damage late game and try to get some sweeps. I might make another move, we'll see, because I do want to get another special attacker. I don't know who I'm going to get rid of at this point though, to see what my options are. But yeah, we start off 1-0 +1, and we'll be back. I'm at battle today, honestly, so I'll probably record it tomorrow before I head out for the weekend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, peace.